Hello there and welcome. I am Chetan Bhatia, a technical writer here at Bill. In this video, we'll deep dive into the AR objects at the core of the Bill API platform. The Bill AR objects are part of two interconnected systems, accounts payable or money out and accounts receivable or money in. Accounts receivable is a dedicated system for money flowing in to your business. The Bill AR workflow is built on a tight chain of three core API objects: customers, invoices, and AR payments. Every AR transaction begins with a customer. A customer is the person or entity that pays you for the goods and services you provide. In your Bill organization, the customer's object can hold all essential information that you need to send an invoice and to get paid by a customer. Any customer information you see in your Bill account is also available with the API. This is the Bill v3 API Postman collection. We can simply call the get list of customers endpoint and get the list of customers that we have in our Bill organization. We can also create new customer records with the API. Let's go ahead and create one called Beat Studio. When you switch back to the web app, you now see the new customer record you just created. Next up is the invoice. This is your official request for money, detailing the services rendered, the total amount, and any payment terms. In your Bill organization, an invoices object is an invoice record that includes all identification information such as customer name, address, invoice number, and due date. In addition, there is customer line item information to break down price per unit, quantity, etc. Just like with customers, you can get the list of invoices with the API as well. In addition, you can also create an invoice with the API. Let's go ahead and create an invoice for the new customer we created called Beat Studio. When you are creating an invoice, do you want to send it as an email to the customer? Simply set send email as true in your API request. What if this customer does not have a Bill account and you simply want to get paid for an invoice? You can generate an invoice payment link and send the generated link to the customer. The customer simply clicks this link and clears the invoice payment. Other invoice operations and objects include recurring invoices and credit memos. A recurring invoice is a template for creating identical invoices for periodic payments from a customer. For example, a subscription. A credit memo, on the other hand, is an adjustment on the amount owed by a customer. A credit memo can be used to reduce a customer invoice amount before sending the invoice to the customer. For example, you're providing a discount. The final core object in the Bill AR workflow is a receivable payment. A receivable payment defines how your debt is settled by the customer. The object includes identification information such as the customer, invoice, payment process date, amount, etc. You can keep track of all your receivable payments with the API as well. I can call this get list of received payments endpoint, and I see the list of payments that I have received. With Bill, you can also charge customers for invoices. For charging a customer, there are two requirements: a customer bank account and an authorization to charge the customer directly from your Bill account. Here, I can add a customer bank account for Beat Studio. There is one requirement set. The other requirement is customer authorization. I can use the set charge customer authorization endpoint to make this happen. Now that I have the two requirements set, I can charge this customer. I'm going to charge this customer for $50. And a receivable payment object is created. What if a customer paid you and did not use bill for making this payment? You can create a receivable payment record in your bill organization for this payment as well. Let's say a customer paid you $10. I'm going to call the record AR payment endpoint, and this is how I can keep track of all my payments, both online and offline. This is another receivable payment object created. When we switch back to the web app, we see the receivable payment object created when we charge the customer, and we see another receivable payment object when we recorded an AR payment. Let's recap. The core AR workflow includes customers, invoices, and receivable payments. Are you ready to build your own AR automation? Check out the full documentation on developer.build.com for all the available AR operations. Happy building!